Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is currently Monday, July 20th at 7:34 a.m. I began my walk at 6 a.m. and all that, and I made it past the bridge. It was a cold morning this morning and all that. Normally, this goes on for way longer and all that. Since freaking last walk though, a little bit of a freak accident, if you will, happened. Second time it's happened though, while walking and stuff, and that is freaking shortly after I ended the last video on my walking. I twisted my foot on the walk. That was on Friday and all that. I'm still recovering, but I walked for an hour and a half today. Well, one way. It's going to be about 3 hours, give or take, instead of my normal, more 4-hour approach. I'm happy with this distance. So I normally not go on Friday, but it's not as far as I'd like to go. But my ankle is hurting a little bit, and I don't want to risk further injury and all that. And I'll admit, I left the house heated today, so I kind of power walked like a motherfucker to get here and all that. Like, it only took me like 20 minutes to go from my house to the flood wall. Normally it takes like 30, maybe 40 minutes, depending on traffic. I cleared that bitch in 20. Because I was walking upset and all that. And that's because yesterday, it all started yesterday. My mom cooked yesterday. She made sausage, fried potatoes, and mac and cheese, and all that. Now, I was told, hey, leave some of that mac and cheese. This is going to get me heated again, no doubt, on video. She told me, hey, leave some mac and cheese for your brother. I was like, I took most of the fried potatoes. I took all the sausage because he doesn't eat it. And I took like a little bit of the mac and cheese, as one does. I ate. It was a grand old time. Yada yada. Then later in the day, I cooked myself. Now, I plated the mac and cheese she made and all that, covered it in a tin foil and put it in the fridge for my brother to eat, or anyone to eat really. And I went and made my own box of mac and cheese for myself. And I did that because usually I put this stuff in my own bowl, wrap it up in tin foil, put it in the fridge, and I'm done. Since I wanted to have a full bowl or a big bowl of mac and cheese when I got home from this walk. Because if you guys don't know, I'm trying to watch how often I eat. So I end up eating like either right after a walk, if it's a day I'm walking, which would be around 9 or 10, or I eat around 12. So 10 or 12 is my first eat. I might get a snack or two between that. And then the last time I eat is somewhere between 5 and 6 p.m. usually. Sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 8. Usually it doesn't go past that because at that point I'm getting really tired and don't want to cook. If I'm cooking, it's not going to be anything big. So at 6, I made a bowl of mac and cheese. The other mac and cheese I plated, put in the fridge. My brother can't ask, hey, can I see your mac and cheese? I'm like, sure, there's some in the fridge. I kept telling him that because that's his. I told him that he can have the mac and cheese in the fridge. I gave him the plate. He was a little bit pissy about it, whatever. And both of my sisters saw him at different points in that, being pissy. So I knew the plate of mac and cheese was for him and all that, and I gave it to him. So I, in all my infinite glory, wrap up finishing my mac and cheese, cooking it, So the box is with the liquid one and all that. It's really delicious. It's not the shells, it's the normal macaroni shape. I put a little bit of, what was it, jack cheese, I think? Kobach, I think. I forgot. I forgot which one it was. It's really good for mac and cheese if you let it melt. I put it in there with the liquid one, heated it up, added a little bit of milk, a little bit. I had no butter, so I didn't add butter. Then I cooked the cheese for like, I think 3 or so minutes just to melt the Kobach cheese. At least I think that's the name of it. I hope it is, else that sounds stupid. And yeah. Once it was melted, I put the pasta in, I mixed it in, then I closed it, and then the remaining fried potatoes, I put them in the toaster oven we have. And yeah, it just took a few minutes for them to become nice and hot again. And my brother at this point came back and asked, "Hey, can I have some mac and cheese?" and all that. And I told him, "Yo, you just had a plate of mac and cheese. The one Mom said was for you." And all that. And I should say, before I gave it to him, a few minutes earlier, he said he hated that kind. And he still took it though. And what he did is I had my sister check and all that while I was cooking up the potatoes. One of my two younger ones, the older of the two younger ones, she went and checked, and he threw away the mac and cheese on the plate that my mom cooked. When I was growing up, my family were poorer than they are now and stuff. I want to say poverty level, but we were definitely in more the poor class. Now we're not as much anymore. We're more middle class now, I believe. Back then it was rough. So I was born during that time. My 3 younger siblings, however, were not. So I got used to eating everything on the plate, and I absolutely hate when food's wasted. I hate when I can't finish my plate of food. I hate that stuff, and that's just because of when I grew up and all that and stuff. Like, I wasn't starving by any means. Even when young, I was still pretty fat, but wasting food to me, I don't know, it seems like a waste. Like, why would you make so much and then not use it? You know? And this is what really, I'm gonna say next is what really probably has pissed me off. Getting back to it. So I told him no to mac and cheese. He came back and he threw like a fucking hissy fit over not getting my mac and cheese. Even though, to me, if you're throwing away food, you're probably not that hungry. It wasn't bad food. It was cooked. The plate I gave him was cooked like 6 hours ago, and the lid was closed the entire time. It was put in the fridge. That ain't bad for a pasta. It really isn't. And then he got it, threw it away, came to ask me. I told him, no, you already ate. And that's simply because it was like a fucking entire plate of mac and cheese, dude. You already ate. Quit trying to take my food. So I give my little sister, the older of the two, some mac and cheese and all that. Simply because I'm nice. Now you might be asking why I didn't give it to my brother, the mac and cheese. Well, for all the slower people, he already had a plate that was made for him. I gave it to him, and he threw it away. That was his food. My younger sister, she just ate ramen and all that, but I gave her like a really little bit. I didn't give her that much. Like probably like half a spoonful, and that's it. And I don't think she ate for the rest of the night because of it, so, you know. And then I get my food. My brother's throwing a fucking hissy fit over it. Wakes up daddy, gets yelled at, as he usually does when anyone wakes up a parent. Then it happens. I finish eating. I still have quite a bit left in the bowl, which I wanted, since I was hoping the fried potatoes would fill me up a bit, because I did want, like, as I said, a nice full bowl of mac and cheese when I get home after this walk. So I went in there, into the fridge, because usually I put a drink in the freezer for our walk and all that, because usually I'm like exhausted and thirsty after these walks. I get into the fridge this morning, looking in it, and when I looked in it, I noticed my bowl's been moved. Now, I know sometimes my siblings and stuff will move the bowl and all that, or my parents will put something in the fridge or take something out. What intrigued me was the tin foil was moved. Now, normally, when I put tin foil in the bowl, I cover the entire rim of it. But for this time, I actually pressed it down into the mac and cheese because it wasn't too much, so I felt like I needed to do an over-the-top covering. Or rather, the truth is I didn't fucking pull enough aluminum foil, and I didn't want to waste any, so I just made do with what I got. So put it on top, put it in the fridge, come in the morning, it's moved. I check it. There's a fucking piss bottle here. What the fuck? I check it, and half of it's been eaten, and someone put a German cockroach in the other part of it. I know it's my brother, simply put, because of the fact that my younger sisters wouldn't do that shit. The youngest one doesn't like mac and cheese, and she doesn't want to fuck with me. The older of the two, I already gave her some. She has no reason to do it. And my brother, who I've seen in my food before, when it was in the fridge and wrapped up, yeah. And I've yet to confront him about it. Hold on. But yeah, he basically ate my food and then fucking ruined the rest. All because I told him no and gave him a plate of another mac and cheese that's for him, and told him that, hey, this mac and cheese is for my walk tomorrow. I told my sister that, my younger sister too. I say that because I do have an older sister. My younger sister, I told, this mac and cheese is for my walk tomorrow, so I can't give you that much. Okay? She understood. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is with my brother and all that, but he literally cannot take no for an answer and all that. I know this might sound a little bit rude to some of y'all, but he is autistic, and despite that, I'm going to treat him like anybody else. He knows he's not supposed to go digging in other people's food. He knows he's not supposed to fucking get in the fridge and sneak food. He's done it to me before, even. When I've seen him in my food, eating it, and I scolded the shit out of him. And he said, sorry, I won't do it again. Yeah, well, he just did it again. And when he goes to try to say sorry and all that, I'm just going to tell him, you've already done this once. I've already forgiven you once for this. Why would I forgive you for the same thing again? Why? Like, seriously. Like, if you do anything bad that obviously isn't, like, fucking nuts, like eating another person's food and all that, and get caught, then you apologize, you never do it again, that's fine to me. That's fine. But if you do it again after you already apologized for it, that's fucking scummy. And I know he's going to do it, because every time I've scolded him about something he's done, he always tries to apologize immediately. I don't accept immediate apologies. You need to sit on that shit for a few days and all that. And I say that because to me, if you get caught doing something bad, you know, the rational human, there's like something wrong with my pocket. I need to like sit down here and fix this. There's something wrong with my pocket. But the rational human choice to ensure peace and safety, and that there's no more conflict, there's no more bad feelings, is to immediately result to, if you're not combative, that is, as a personality, is to immediately try to appease the other person and all that. And this time, it crossed a line. It crossed a real big line for me. Because there's one thing eating my food and all that I could have forgiven. But the fact is, he put a cockroach in my food, a German one, and I don't know how long it's been sitting there, But I pulled it out and examined it. It's completely covered in the cheese, which means not only did he put it in it, he actually rolled it around my food. Which means, before with the roach on the food and stuff, again, you come from a poor thing, I typically had if a fly lands on my food, I'll eat it. If a cockroach, well, German one, it's like this small brown fucks. If that one like gets on my food and takes a nibble, I brush it off and I keep eating. That's different than the entire fucking body straight up being, crushed into your food, and the juices of the creature pushed into. Like, he fucked it all completely. So when I go home, I'm already hungry right now, which is fine for my walks. I don't mind being hungry during these. But the fact is, I don't have anything to eat at home. Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to eat at home, but there's nothing I want to cook right now, because I walk for like 2 to 4 hours. I go all the way out here, I record, I sit down, I chill, I walk back, I get a drink, and ideally, sometimes, the school parking lot's full now. Ideally, sometimes you will get what was I saying? Ideally for me, when I come home, I want something that I can just quickly put in a microwave, boop bam bop for a few minutes. When it's done, I eat and I'm happy. The mac and cheese I make usually takes like 20 to 30 minutes to prepare and all that and stuff. And that includes like when it's done, letting it soak in the cheese and stuff, so it can actually thicken up and all that. But it's so annoying though that I already enforced that boundary of don't touch my food, and told him exactly why I am keeping it the way it is. And he went and not only ate it, he actually fucking tainted it. Like, it was directly in the middle, pressed down in the noodles, on top of the fork. That isn't a fucking accident. I know it's not an accident and all that. And I wondered about this before. The last time, this is actually the third time I've seen him taking my food. The first time was in 2024. Like, he does this shit like once a year, I swear to God. In 2024, I had a small chocolate cake. And since it was August, very hot, I was like, you know what? I'm going to put my cake in the freezer, my partially eaten one. It was like a small one. Like those, I don't know how to say. They're like very small cakes. It's not like a big one. The ones you get at Walmart for probably like $5. I don't know how much it is. It was back then. But the chocolate one was nice. I put it in the freezer because I wanted it to be cool, because I was going to put it in there for like an hour or two, take it out and eat it while it's cold. He took it within 10 minutes of me putting it in there and I didn't notice. Which is fucked up. And that was the last birthday cake I've ever gotten. So my brother literally stole my last birthday cake. Then last year when I was making mac and cheese, I saw him like fingering my food and all that. And I think I ended up throwing it out because I know how disgusting he is. When I get home, I'm going to have to do it again. But the reason I didn't throw it out is because I know the other ones are asleep. So, obviously, I also put hot dog buns on it. So, obviously, if it's moved, because it doesn't put shit back the way it should be. If there's more gone, I know it's him. We're running out of footage and all that. So, I guess. I don't know. It's just so annoying. And all that, to like, let's cook something. I'm gonna sit down here for a minute or two. I can keep speaking because I can focus more on talking to you guys and all that. Like, I'm tempted to go in there with the bowl if it's still in the fridge, and just putting it in front of him if he's still awake, and just asking him who the fuck told him he can have my food, because I know it wasn't the other two. Because, again, I said one of them doesn't care about mac and cheese, and the other one, like, they like it. Like, why the fuck would you sabotage your own food and all that? Isn't getting at here. It just seems so stupid to do and all that. Like, I'm talking about this so long, but, like, it genuinely pissed me off because, like, I told this man, I'm cooking this mac and cheese. I ate some of it, of course, because I wasn't that hungry, but I was hungry enough to where I needed it. Because I haven't eaten for, since 12 that day. Yeah, and I ate like at 6:30, and I eaten since 12 that day. So I literally haven't eaten for 6 hours. So I ate a little bit, not that much, and left the rest for me for today. But sadly, he completely contaminated my food. So I'm going to have to throw that out. But you have to be like really selfish to do that shit, though, man. You have to be really selfish and all that. I'm still thinking about it too because, like, I literally I power walked because I was so pissed off at that and stuff. And honestly, I don't know if to, like, do some brother justice, as they say, you know, get a little bit physical with him or not. But I do know this, I'm not ever going to share with him again. And if I'm making something and I think that there might be leftovers, I will just give it all to my younger sister then, because I'm not going to let that like, I'm not going to let him fucking waste food. Like, that's literally a waste of food. Like, you know how much of an entitled dick you have to be to waste perfectly good food that's not even for you? Like, when my mom cooks and all that, I'm like, yeah, okay, we all share mac and cheese. I don't fucking hound him over that at all. It's only when I cook it that I'm like, okay, this is exclusively for me, dude. This is for me because I'm making it. And the worst part is really for this morning, so I didn't go home with nothing to show for it and all that. Now here we are. I don't know, it's just, it just is like so much bullshit, you know? And I don't know if my parents have backed me up on it because, well, I don't know. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. I, of course, took out the cockroach and all that because I wanted to see what was eaten, because I was going to be focused too much on it. Still, it's impressive, like, how much he can be stupid, but at the same time do this malicious shit and all that, and then he's going to probably act like he did. Well, he's not going to say sorry, because it's very easy to accuse him of shit he didn't even do, and he'll cry about it unless he himself saw it happen. It's so fucking annoying, though. I'm definitely going to be confronting him today about it, though. So, well, by the time you guys see this video, I've already confronted him about it, hopefully. Like, I just can't stop thinking about it, because, like, I put in hard work cooking. Like, it wasn't for long, of course, but it's like, you know, when you cook for 30 to 40 minutes, you prepare it, and it's like, okay, I'm going to eat this tomorrow. And then sometimes it, like, everything at my home, there's something I could cook some baked potatoes. There's no butter. There's cheese, though. There's milk, so I could just make, like, impromptu mashed potatoes without butter. Wouldn't be the worst. Wouldn't be the best, though, either. But, like, you know, it just fucking sucks that when I go home, I have to cook something quickly, if I want to eat, that is, if I even just choose to eat. Either cook something quickly that I don't like, because I've already overeaten it, or I have to put in more physical labor to actually get the food I want. There's no more mac and cheese boxes, so that's out of the park. I'm thinking either potatoes or peanut butter and jelly. I don't know. Well, guys, I'll see you on another walking video a few days from now on Friday. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye.